Whoa, there's somebody on here. No popcorn symbol. I hope this is working. Console here. How can I share this on Instagram? Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get the link. There is a link, but it's, oh, I could send it to myself and copy it to my phone. Probably the easiest way to do it. All right, here we go. We are getting set to build. Gonna start very soon. Just trying to get the message out here. Oops, that's not what I want. How do you add a link on Instagram stories? Oh, I can add a link. More options. Branded content tag? No. Let's see. Oh, you can't do it unless you're a influencer? Yeah. I'll just put the link in bio. Okay, here we go. Ready to go. Hopefully the audio is okay. Good. See if you can find my link. Watch my streaming. Tell me if the audio is okay. Oh, and I need the bottle opener. Hello. Is my audio okay? Somebody tell me if it's okay or not. If I can be heard or if I need to adjust it. All right, my wife says it's okay. All right. Oh, geez. All right, thanks, friends. All right, so tonight what we're doing is working on a spaceship here. This is going to be kind of a light bomber, starfighter type of thing. But the special thing is that it is for a contest. It's for a drunk build, so I got a drink. Last night we drank a lot. Tonight we're drinking less. Much less, says Mrs. Bate. And of course, on the average, I will still have been pretty sloshed. So there's a couple of things that need to get done on this guy. Let's just check out the Discord here. Whoop. Okay, so let me move down a little bit. This is what we're dealing with. So really what we're working on here is the underside. So this morning I woke up still a little bit drunk and I worked out kind of the layout that I want for these engines. We'll build up some kind of a nice boat shaped body to the bottom here. One of the ideas is to actually add some bomb doors. So this is something that I worked out a little bit, but I'm still not quite happy with. It probably can be, we're going to go back and we're going to improve it. There you go. So there's one more canopy here. This would be for like the bomb sighter guy. Looks like it's in the wrong spot now, but we can adjust that, no problem. And then a couple of bomb bay doors that don't open very far, so that's got to be fixed too. So we're off to a bit of a difficult spot here. And we've got, this is some of the ordnance that we're loading into there. A couple of different options for missiles and bombs and what have you. And things are kind of a mess. The other thing I want to do is clean up in this area right here. This transition is pretty ugly. So you can see here where you can kind of see the edges of things, and then all around where the corners are with the round bubble, that's no bueno. So we're gonna fix that. And once things go on, happy to take questions from the audience and suggestions and your snide remarks. All of the above are appreciated. I've been staring at this thing all day while I'm working from home. Really a different keyboard. I need like a keyboard here for my streaming setup. All right, so this is what we're doing. This looks good. Before these guys here. Really trying to things like that. We also need some one-by-one bricks. This is the part of the show where I dig through bins and people make fun of me for sorting by color. Some of these too for later. We're going to be using some of these tiny little slopes to clean up some of those transitions. Maybe I can flatten the curve a little bit more, but we'll see how it looks. So we're gonna cheat. We're gonna use a couple of slopes to make one big slope. And we still need those 1x1s, which are right here. Those will slip in right here. And you can see what I'm dealing with here. The underside is very poorly put together at the moment. Oh, these could be bricks with studs. I could put little slopes on them. Gotta clean things up pretty good. Whoop, whoop, oh! I am watching the new show Lego Masters. People have been pestering me about it for so long that I've given in. I am now watching it. And it's all right. I enjoy it. I'm not a huge fan of reality TV, but I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would. What are we doing here? This is good. Glad to have you guys here to distract me and make me forget what I'm working on. Extremely helpful. Okay, here we go. So we got these. We're going to need some 1x1 plates, which are in a bin I cannot find. Probably because it's right in front of me this whole time. Oh, it's all the way in the back. Oh, this headset's not plugged in. That's what's happening. Whoa. Did that change the audio at all? Hopefully that made it better. I don't know. I don't know how to change the settings here. I'm just going to assume it's going great. It's really all you can do in a situation like this. So here we go. What we're doing here is popping some of these guys into there. That's going to give us a couple of studs to work with so that we can put just some filler bricks into there to ease this transition. I think it's going to be just a basic cheese slopes or something along those lines. Got him. Good job, dude. Right here. Right, so here you go. We're just gonna put that in there. Pop this one into here. And that'll just help. That'll give us a little bit more roundness to the insides here. Let's see. That's good. It's crisper. Yeah, that's good. That's the I put on my headset. It was just sitting unplugged on the ground, not doing anything useful. And then in here we've got a little spot where we can stick a brick. I think I've got a good idea. Let's see how good it is in the end. Where I can pop one of these little fellas in there. No, this isn't going to work, is it? And this will give me this light is too bright. This will give me a little thing that I can connect like a headrest or something to for a chair. Try and turn on that light and turn this light away. No, it didn't break. The bulb is really small on this. All right, we got a lamp malfunction. Excuse us a second here. What? Matt and Arthur? I mean, these random people named Matt and Glitched Player. All right, that looks okay. I like the way this looks. It's a kind of a good transition into this engine intake. So it's space. Nobody cares, but You could have a little bit of airflow this way.
Alice says she's on too.
Alice says she's on too? Oh yeah, 3 people are watching. Well, nobody's in chat watching, so I mean she's not in chat. All right. New viewer? We'll drink to that. We gotta stay a little bit sloshed here. Otherwise, I can't win the contest. I can't enter the contest. I should give you your own microphone so everyone can hear your snide commentary. Hope everyone is enjoying quarantine. Today, Che and I got to go outside. We went to Wendy's. We had breakfast. The new Wendy's breakfast. Today's stream is brought to you by Wendy's Breakfast. They don't understand how coffee works yet. What's that? Tell them about the dog? No, I could save that for when there are more viewers. This is the filler stuff that my early viewers get. We're looking into getting a dog. It's there's a monastery upstate in New York that breeds German Shepherds as part of their it's sort of a moneymaker for them, and they have a application process that you have to go through to get the opportunity to buy the dog because they breed them under very strict standards. So we got accepted, but we are poor and we cannot afford this dog. So I think in the end we're going to decline, but now that the door is open, the end is near. I cannot keep preventing Che from getting a dog. So looks like we're going to be getting a dog soon. But it's okay, we're in quarantine. We have lots of time to take care of a dog. We have plenty of time to clean the house for a dog. So that should be kind of exciting. Oh, hello, new viewer. Welcome to the stream.
Everyone's just
New people.
me.
They're just chatting you. She's not my manager. Oh, this looks good. I like the way this looks. So we're gonna get a little bit of nice texture here with some. Do need this light for stuff like this, for shadows. Boop. All right, here we go. Hello. Here, light. Here, boy. Oh, don't fall. All right, so there you go. So now with a little bit of lighting, you can see in here. This is good. I like this. The texture when you get the 3x3 round engine part and the nice 2x3 slope. It's one of my favorite kind of looks here. I think that adds a nice bit of thickness to the base. That could be a nice start for like some underslung guns or something. Oh, that would be cool. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll make these a little bit shorter. Let's stick some guns there. It's all about guns. All right, that might be too short. No, that's perfect. I'm happy with that. All right, and then we're gonna try and build up some more around here. One of the problems with these engines is that they've got a 2-plate high section in the middle, which always gives me trouble. They need to be in bricks, complete bricks. But I also really like that engine part. Classic, dates all the way back to the beginning of time. The first Lego set that I ever got was the Lego X-Wing from 1999, and that, of course, features 4 engines. I can pop these back in place. Does anyone want a shout out? Sell them the shout out. Then we'll have money for the dog. Babe? Does anyone want a shout out? If you sell their name for airtime, We will have money for a dog. I have so many viewers. I've lost a viewer.
I
I think we have to drink for that too. Maybe I'm not drunk enough. I'm not entertaining enough. I'm sober. There you go. So that's good. We got some work to clean this up in here. We're gonna need to do some slope work, but I think I have enough blue slopes to do it. Actually, do we need? That's gonna look weird. It's gonna look like two hulls. I don't want that look. But you guys gotta see what I get. See. So, kind of looking at the transitions that we make in this area now from these engines into the rest of the sort of sculpted boat that we're going for. There's other things too that I can work on as I go. Here we're going to put some nice little like nest cells or pylons or whatever you would call them on the ends of the wing, like a like one of those classic old like Korean War jet fighters. The starfighters is actually what they were called. So that's perfect thing to copy for a starfighter. Hey, cousin Avi. Welcome to my stream. What happened? I can't curse now? Did I curse a lot last night?
Yeah.
I was a lot drunker. Let's see what's going on here. So this is what we're working with a little bit. I think that's a good shape, but I gotta find more of these slopes here. I don't know if I've got them, so that'll be a bit of a problem. But you just have to kind of improvise with that as you go. You just have to do it within the constraints of your collection. So that's life. And somebody spilled a lot of bricks into this bin, so there's a lot of stuff in this blue bin that's not blue. I did that. I would never do that to myself. Do I have 4 of these yet? I've got 1, 2. I got 2 of them on that side. All right, so I got 4. We're gonna pop one there. We're gonna pop one here. What I'm thinking is on the side, I like to put a little bit more texture, just not leave the gray line visible. So we're gonna need to do a little bit more work with that. Because the thing is, I don't have blue, like, snot bricks. I have snot bricks in every other color except blue. Blues are pretty rare. Like you're gonna have to see what that looks like. That might just be about 4x4s or 1x4s. I have any blue? Good 2. So I could use like these guys in there for what I need to do here. This one I've got in the back there. That would be one here, kind of one here. Not sure if that looks the way I want it to. But really the question is whether I've got the slope to go off from the other end. I guess really the question is whether I've got even one more of these slopes to do on the other side. That would definitely be necessary. Do a quick scan of the floor here. I guess if we have to, right, I'll just go raid some other builds. I can always replace the parts later. Maybe what I'm going to do is use some regular slopes. Center the build again here. Use some regular slopes. I have a lot of these. Oh, that's not going to work because of the slanted edge. Yeah, the slant edge here is killing me a little bit because I can't get a stud on there. So I really need something with a step in it. To sort of cheat over that, or I could extend it out a little bit. I could do that. I could kind of cheat the connection a little bit. That might work. Basically what I'd do is I'd put a sneaky little plate in there somewhere to help hold everything together. These guys are good too. I don't know if I have a use for these yet, but it's gonna come up, I'm sure. I've got a lot of them. I wonder where these all came from. Probably a lot of them. So then, next one of these guys might be helpful. Oh, this will be good. So I've got one of these fender pieces. I've been thinking about how to bring kind of a line, a little bit of blue into the nose. And this might be the piece for it. Might not be. But it might be. Talking about this build is really slowing me down a little bit. Oh, here we go. I've got another one of these guys, so I can continue on there. I think really I need him in the back where that stud is exposed. Or rather, can't be covered. And in the front, I can kind of get away with. All right, so you see what's happening in there. I've got to sort of cheat on that stud. I can't connect to it because of the wedge wings. But I can now connect slightly more basic stuff in the front. I could also put, I wonder if that's worth doing. If I have grills, that would be great. Headset, why? Grills, where are you? Yes, I've got loads of grills. This is only my second time streaming, so if anyone has any requests, any advice, feel free to type them into chat. I'll do my best to improve on the fly here. Just leave the build in the middle of the pile for a second. So what I'm looking for right now is a different solution for the slopes on the ends here, because I'm pretty sure I've only got 2 of those curved slips. I think I've got 4. Oh, and I've got to clean up inside here a little bit. You can see this 1 by 1 gap I've got filled. So back to the bin for some more bricks. Let me see real quick if a 1 by 2 will look good. And not really, not feeling it. really would rather have 4 of the same. The fact that I haven't seen another one means I probably don't have it. Wonder who I could steal it from. Okay, that doesn't have it. Please steal it. Sure, definitely steal it. Okay, here we go. We got the one we need for that pylon. And we're doing the matched one on the other side. We got the 2 sort of ends looking good. Maybe what I've got to do. Actually, I wonder if that bite even looks good. Oh no, it'd be terrible. Can't really do that. This is what I would rather have it do. Is both of the slopes come together at the same spot, and I know what to do. I have to take some bricks from a different build. Alright, so oh yeah, so jeez, what's happening? I'm losing bricks. So I got this guy. This is a kind of a heavy fighter for the Grand Galactic Empire, and the nice feature about this is it's got some of these 1x4 slips. So we're gonna steal them, and depending on things, we'll either put them back later or we'll just buy a couple more. I mean, we're not buying any more Lego Life. All right, this is put together very well. So there you go. So you got 2 of these. So now I think we can finish this part up pretty nicely. Just pop this back onto there. Drop that down here. So here's what I'm thinking in here. You get this guy, and you kind of throw him onto there. Nobody can see what I'm doing because I'm screwing this up a little bit. So this is what we're going for. We're going to add the long one on that side. We're going to add the short one on the other side. The short one on the other side. And that does lose our grill. We'll put the grill back in somewhere else. Maybe just right on the side, to be honest. Looks okay. And then toward the back, we're going to do one of these. And now we've got a 1x2 gap that we have to fill, which is a little bit different, but not insurmountable. It's no big problem here in the house. Plenty of 1x2 bricks. And we're going to duplicate that for the other side. So keep that guy on there, put this guy out, put that guy on. Hopefully everyone's getting enough of a good look at the ship as I go. This is just to show off a small feature here that's not present on any of the other vehicles in this faction. I wonder if like a little clip would look good there. Maybe just a cheese slip? Why would that work? No, I think it's got to be like a little. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. What do people think? Well, there's 9 people on here. I haven't been drinking for new people. Hello, new people. This is a drunk build. There's one more. Drink to that. What we're working on is this is a little contest on the brickwars.com forums. It's called the Blarney Build. There's a couple of regular contest categories, but the special one is the Drunken Madness build. So you have to be pretty sloshed to do it. Yesterday I was extremely sloshed and had to give up. I was cut off. Tonight I'm a little less sloshed, but I am streaming For you, all of you out there in solitary confinement. A little piece of ninja bait, John Potter home. Oh no, I've been tagged in a thing. Forsooth. Propane and propane accessories. So we're talking about dog names. My wife and I are looking at getting a dog, slightly more seriously than we have before. And we've been talking about how good dog names should not be people names. You know what makes a good dog name? Is random objects. So I'm not going to name the dog Lego, no. But feel free in chat, just throw out some nice random objects. We got some really good ones today from our friends. My favorite is probably Propane. Propane is a great dog name. You can talk about propane and your propane accessories, which is definitely an internet points kind of thing there. You may be wondering what we're doing in the... Oh, hello. Yo, Rich, Bucket. That was the first name I ever thought of. That was the name. Bucket is a real dog name, babe. I'm not sure how this format works. I don't know if I like YouTube Live. It's the only thing I've got an account in. We tried doing Discord, and Discord is fun to do voice chat. But it's a little bit too much, I think. Well, it doesn't let you stream for more than 10 people, which sucks. I've got 11 people on tonight. We'll drink to that. So how could I do that to you? How could I stream on Discord and prevent you, the 11th person, from viewing me this evening? Drunkenly look for yellow wedge plates that I think don't exist. I don't think I own those. So we are going to move on. Yellow is one of the accent colors for this faction. They just have like a little yellow flash on their wings, kind of in the corner of this white section here. It does look good. Came out nice. Nice little arrowhead look to it. We're also going to try and add some more wedges to the back here. That's on the to-do list. I don't know if we're gonna do that. I guess we're gonna do that now. I have some pieces ready. I got pieces on the floor. Those don't match. These do match. It's a feature on one of their other fighters. We're very much trying to keep everything in line in the faction. So the blue ends to the wings, the kind of the main canopy, the engine structure. This is helping a lot because I'm drunk and I don't know how to design things. If I'm drunk. It'd be great if I had some kind of compound slopes that go into here, but I don't. It's really a shame. Oh, that's what these guys though. Excuse me while I stream into the floor. So just some of these. These will look good here enough that we'll kind of clean up the shapes a little bit. There's a lot of like curved slopes on here already, and that all of that will kind of work together, I think, and kind of look right on sort of the unified scale. The other thing I want to do is add a couple guys to really carry the white all the way through as well. You do hear the Legos moving very loudly. That is part of the stream on purpose. They call that ASMR. I don't know how to solve that, to be honest with you. I think I'd have to sort my bricks differently or something. Or automatically like gate that noise. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if I'm gating the noise, but what kind of stream is that? It's terrible. Okay. one thing I'm looking at here is whether lights are bad. Whether I can kind of transition this a little bit better. I kind of throw in a little. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I had a thing. I had a plan for this. Think. What was the plan? Okay, here's the plan. So top. This is where we're going to stick our first little like greebly part. Basically, it's just going to be like kind of rails. Nothing that really serves a particular purpose. Let's see what we've got. So what I've got here, I'm going to put 2 clips in there. One on the side that you can't see, and then one on the side that you can see. Covering it with my big fingers. Hello, new person. Welcome to the stream. We're building drunk. I'm trying to drink for every new person that comes online. Doing our best. We're missing a lot of people. So there you go. So you got a couple clips in there. We're going to put some little details in there. Just some flick missiles. And that's just to add a little bit of character on the top, just so it's not all white there. You won't be able to tell as easily that it's just like a boring flat thing. So what are these? They're like they're antennas or something. Yeah, nobody knows. It's space. Okay, so that's getting the top part really close to completion, I think. Probably we'll circle back around and see some of the things that we want to do. But this is most of it at the moment. I think I've got wedge plates somewhere that match up. Ah, good. I've got 2 of them that are the same. Colors are washed out, so I got my built-in webcam. Probably invest in a better one if I try to turn this into a thing. My wife will let me make this a thing. I'm not even sure if Lego streaming works. One of your buddies earlier. I think live streaming is going to be the future of kind of entertainment, but kind of remains to be seen. I think which things really make good live streaming. Like clearly, Dungeons and Dragons is good live streaming. They've made miniature painting work, which is pretty impressive, I think. But Lego building, I haven't seen anyone really break out into that space, which is kind of a surprise. But maybe with Lego Masters, there'll be more of an audience now. So I'm just cleaning this up, putting in some tiles. I know a lot of people don't like these study wings, but I'm okay with it. I like it enough. All right, what are we doing in here? I think we've got to do a little bit of plate work. I think that was the right instinct originally, but just a matter of how do we do it kind of cleverly and cleanly here. Kind of make things the right size, make things the right shaping, and then kind of bring it all together to this bubble in the front and sell it. That's the challenge here. And for that, we'll probably need to be drunker. Hello, new person. Welcome to the stream. What happened? Did you say something to me? No more after this beer. No, I have to be cut off. It's true. I am pretty stuck on this part. I don't know what I need to do to shape this part. That's a regular cup, a special cup. I'd love to take inspiration from people in the audience. There's not that many of you. Hello, new person. Welcome to the stream. Drink for new people on the stream. Because tonight is a drunken build challenge. Maybe, I don't know, do people have like pictures of World War II bombers handy? Post up some links. Cool airplanes, cool concept art, stuff I can steal from. That would be pretty awesome. Wouldn't that be awesome? That would be. Thinking here what we've got to do. So last night, or this morning rather, I had some stuff with some of these snot brackets. I had it on this level, and it wasn't working quite right. I'm gonna try and bring it down a little bit. You can see it lines up pretty nice. I can pull it off or not. What if I use one of these guys? Is that like too ridiculous? That doesn't add any value. Oh, we've lost some people. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you. Let's check real quick the Discord sphere where my Lego people hang out. Nobody's coming to watch me build. What were we doing? All right, we were looking at this. This looks silly. We're gonna get rid of this guy. It's a little bit weird trying to watch yourself build in a mirror. So the way that like the faction livery here usually goes is it's like a white on top, gray in the middle, and then blue on the bottom. And that's a little bit messy on the fighters, I have to admit. I haven't done a perfect job with everything that I've built for this faction. It looks really good, of course, on like larger stuff. It looks like a space boat. And boats in space look cool. This episode is brought to you by Space Battleship Yamato. That'll be my favorite anime. And we are confused again. We have no idea what we're doing. We don't know how to play with Legos. So we're trying to get something here. Alright, you know what the problem is? I'm trying to find 2x6 bricks, and I cannot. I don't know if I'm sure the stream would be improved if I wasn't digging around for bricks all the time. I'm still trying to imagine what that would look like as a stream. I would have all the bricks in hand, I guess. Wait, something is wrong here. Gotta pop into there. This is supposed to pop into here. This side is better aligned than this side. That is highly suspicious. So you see here, there's a gap. On this side, there is no gap. And so something is awry. We've got to solve this problem. We've got to solve this mystery. Doesn't look like a little bit popped out. Let's see. Let's see what happens when we pop everything back into place. Oh yeah, the gap is supposed to be there. So it's a small wrench in things. It's like one spot where things aren't quite lined up. But it's on the bottom. Nobody will see. We're gonna cover it up with like, I guess like 2 big guns. 2 kind of like heavy cannons that sit right here. One right here, one right here. And that'll be sort of like its main contribution against heavier warships. And then this vehicle is designed to be also a ground bomber. So it's got to serve a little bit of a space role, a little bit of a you know what I can do is I can share this to another channel. Copy. Paste. How do I paste? Live building on YouTube. All right, pardon the interruption. Oh, babe, I'm down to. Oh, I went up a person. Hello, new person. Welcome to the stream. I'm down to 8 people. I peaked at 11 or 12. Doing great. Do you want to show pictures of the dog on stream? That's probably more entertaining to these people than whatever I'm building. Well, it's just a stream. I'll ask the people in the chat. Hey, people in chat, do you want to see pictures of dogs that we probably won't be able to own but we would like to own? Jerome Shapiro says, yes, put up a dog. You want to come put up a dog, wife? All right, show him whatever dog you want. Okay. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing what we want. Do you want to just hand me the phone? I'll show it.
You have to explain her.
I have to explain her? This is Mozzarella. Mozzarella is blind. That's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What happened? This is Whisper. Whisper can see. Am I doing a good job?
That's
Oh,
it.
hello. I got a whole bunch of these guys, these bad boys. All right, those are the only dogs my wife liked.
Oh,
She doesn't like other dogs. The other dogs are no good.
you're terrible.
All right, so there we go. So we're getting a little bit of blue in there. It looks okay. It's not perfect, but it looks okay. Now, I wonder if I were to get it kind of like this. Oh, you can't see what I'm thinking about. So I'm thinking about this, kind of lining up the slope with the curve a little bit. I don't know if that's going to work here or not. It needs to be pushed out a little bit. Plus, I still have to get the gun into there somehow. I don't want to do. I don't even know what it'll look like. That's a it's a slightly more significant problem. Okay, I have some ideas though. All right, so I'm gonna pop this out real quick. Pop this side out real quick. So I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna push everything out a little bit, not too much. But still trying to get a good transition shape. All right, so this guy here, this guy here. So what we're doing with these plates is we're just throwing things out a little bit more. Trying not to lose everything that we've built so far. Trying not to lose our dinner because we are a little bit drunk. And then And then we're going to make this connection right here. That's perfect. That's going to be very smooth. It won't be that smooth. I don't have that many tiles. Don't tell anyone. I've got some round tiles. Maybe that would look interesting. Maybe that would. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot what I was doing here. I'm building a gun. This is where the gun is going to go. So we're going to take 2 headlight bricks. We're going to grab 1 2x1 gray. Probably this guy. We're going to pop him on. We're going to pop him. No, we're going to lose him to the ground. No. Shoot, where did he go? Aha. Okay, here we go. Building with friends. So that's going to pop on right there. This is going to pop on right here. And this is the start of a gun. Oh, I lost something. That's also good enough to just give us the connection that we need. One thing that I can do here is I can double up this connection a little bit with a couple more headlight bricks. Make sure I've got enough in total, but I think I do. Need 8, so here's 6 more of these. And all we have to do here is pop this guy back. No, hold on. So we're going to build 2 assemblies like this, and we're going to use it to connect everything together. And from there we'll figure out how to kind of make a good gun. Give this. Thank you. Oh, things are falling apart a little bit on me. I'm trying to really avoid, most builds that I do, there comes a time when everything starts to fall apart. That's where you have to stop for the night. But this, I'm not going to be able to continue doing this every night. So this really has to come together tonight. Otherwise, we're toast. All right, so that's what we're doing in there. So just to show you what I've just done here, I'm slipping in a little 1x2 slope to help smooth, to help hide some of the gaps overall. And that seems like I have just pivoted very quickly from what I was doing before. That's because it is a little drunk. Forgive me for that. I actually don't have a pair of those, so that's just one. I have to go find the other one. All right, so flip them back down here to the bottom. I think this looks okay. Feel free to comment in chat that things look terrible, or to say that they look great. Encouragement and criticism is welcome at this time. And in here, we're going to try and get some Bombay doors. I've been promising this since last night. Let's see if we can make that. Extremely annoying to do. And the other thing I have to do here is I have to get a little bit of I have to get some studs pointing toward the bottom in order to hook up the last canopy that I want to hook up in here. I don't know quite how to do that. But I'm sure with your help, we can figure this out. I want this canopy to be somewhere in this zone. Actually, so basically what I'm doing is I'm building like another spaceship on the bottom side of the spaceship. Just happens to be going kind of the other way for most of it. That's kind of a helpful headspace to be in, I think. Just to think of it as just a second spaceship going the other direction. I wonder, I get like this guy in here, make a nice tail. Looks maybe too narrow. But what we can do pretty easily is just kind of get in there with some basic slopes and kind of line things on the inside. I think with like a big block, maybe just a tick forward. I can just kind of say, ooh, ooh. There you go. There you go. That's the start of a tail there. This is no longer connected. That's a bit of a problem. We're going to get there when we get there. Yeah, so I got that. I think, just kind of grow it through like this. And just fill in where we have to as we go. That's 4 across. Actually, is that the same? No, it's not the same. So we're just talking about, whoa, this is a Tycho brick. That's not a Lego brick. What we're looking for at the moment is a 2x4 plate. Hello. There it is on the floor. All right, so there you go. So that's like a nice, good little grid of blue surrounding those engines. Don't know if that's good. It's a great question. Internal monologue. And this blue is slightly different from this blue, which is unusual. Not unprecedented. Okay. So maybe it's just flat. And then we just have flat doors that open up. And we still have to kind of work out this cockpit. So that's really the important thing. I got to work out how this cockpit goes. I want it to be kind of here-ish. Maybe it like sits right where that. This is. Ooh, show it right side up here. Yes. Can you use my other laptop? Yes. What happened? Yes. You have an account on that laptop. Mm-hmm. It's your Microsoft account. Today's episode is brought to you by Microsoft. And dropping bricks into the ether where they disappear forever. Hello, bricks. Where did you go? Say hello to my wife. Oh no, where did it go? You made me drop a thing, and now it's gone forever. All right. Excuse me a second here. Okay, I really have to keep this guy connected. Otherwise, we're going to keep losing it. Oh, boy. So we've been connecting it with this guy, a couple extra plates. So I think for the moment, we're just keeping it up. we can't. It's got to be 2x plates. I forgot. Let's use that. All right. So that might give us kind of a destination that we're transitioning into. That might not. I think these slopes are. Those windows are really hard to connect. It's true. They don't have a lot of connection points. And also, I am drinking tonight. Hello, new person. Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if somebody new has popped up. Somebody who's been here already a while. That is a problem with this system. What's really also difficult about these windows is they're very difficult to find. Hello, I found you. Oh, you've got a friend. Okay, so we're looking at trying to get this window right here. And just sort of presenting right over the bottom of things. So it's a nice little bubble guy. I lost this bit. That right back in. Click. And the problem is, we can't just attach the window, right? Somebody has to be able to. There has to be a person in there who's like looking and saying, "This is where we drop the bombs." So that is the difficulty here. I think you gotta kind of. It could almost be built as like a little pod of its own, and then I can worry about connecting it later. Let's see. 4x6. Good space. Maybe just like it. That's what I've got a lot of. So just starting with this. So there we go. So just starting with one of these guys, looking at kind of what this actually wants to be. And we should actually get some minifigures here to help us with this. Ooh, sneeze. You wiped down my laptop? Why?
That's so gross.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry. Whoa. All right, so here we go. Here's the crew tonight. We got the classic trio of Biggs, Wedge, and Luke Skywalker. So we're gonna crew this. We're gonna crew this up a little bit. Start thinking about where the minifigures actually go. Can toss Biggs into the front seat. And we also have to figure out like what roles they play in terms of what they're doing. But that we can figure out kind of later. So one of the problems with the way I've designed this is there's no room for anybody's arms. So this guy kind of has to. He's in there. He's like screaming. He's like, help! And then this guy in the back, he has lots of room. He probably could even like stand if you wanted to. That might be better in the end, just to leave him standing. He's got nice little side windows that you can look out onto. You can admire his wings. And then you got the last guy who's got to be looking. He's got to be in that kind of classic bomb sighting position, where he's like laying down. sticking his head out. Like so. So that's what we're going for. Oh, maybe this needs to be a little bit sloped to get that just right. So we're talking about doing something like this, where he's kind of sticking his head out, he's looking around, seeing what's what. And I think what we got to do here is introduce a little bit of tip, which will make it even that much harder to connect. So if I pop this into here, pop that into there, grab maybe just one of these guys. Right, so this is gotta be sloped from behind. So the idea would be that this is sloped in like this. It's all held up. And somebody's got, this guy's gonna stick his head out and see what's what. There's not a lot of room for him to stick his head out to see what's what. Which is kind of a problem. So we're gonna need a little bit more space than what I've given here. Maybe just like a couple of feet. Let's see here. Two of these. Two of these. Put it onto that. Line this up again. Here, maybe I can use this finally. Still not quite right. So you can see this is not lining up yet. This is not the right hinge. Or it's not the right dimension. Slip. Yeah, it really wants to be like way down for that. So what I gotta do is I gotta hinge it from the back. So that's gonna look like this. Me almost knocking down a lot of bricks. We're just gonna try some clips and bars in here. Hello, Johnny. Welcome to the stream. We need bricks. Let me put the spaceship on the table instead of on my lap so you can see what's happening here a little bit better. This evening we're working, as I said before, we're working drunk. We're trying to win a little contest that we have on the Brick Wars forum called the Drunken Madness Contest. I've been able to win this contest twice in a row, so I feel pretty good about it. I also feel like I have to defend my honor a little bit here. So that's what's happening. What is that? Is that you have a question? Feel free to ask questions in chat, or leave comments, or do nothing. So anyway, here's the pod that we're working on. And this is going to slip into here somehow, we think. That's what we've been told. But first, we've got so many other problems to resolve. So this is what we're trying to fit into there. It's got kind of, that really fights with, it's waving. Hello, I'll wave back. Don't be sad. Stay on stream. We're all in this together. I think what I've got here is an opportunity to possibly line up some studs. Probably not, because Why would it not cooperate with me in a time like this? Okay, I've got to do here is I gotta get rid of this. I gotta throw this onto there. Maybe onto here. And then I've got to pop this on in the spot that I want it. Let's see. We want it. It's a little bit tall in that spot. I mean, basically what I've got are some bricks that are kind of in the way, also kind of holding everything together. I don't want to touch them just yet. I could probably just reduce. Yeah, that's probably what I need to do. Change where things are a little bit. So if I pop these onto here, and go down a plate. Yeah, normally I don't build like this. I usually have a pretty good sketch of what I'm going to be building. This is kind of making the challenge worse for myself in this way. A little bit annoying. I guess maybe if I get some nice wedges into there, I can clean it up easily enough. And then this will have the room it needs to. Ooh, hello. I like this, where it kind of cuts in front of it a little bit. And these are almost like one cockpit. They're just separated by basically a chair. And this is just sort of here. We're gonna have to work extra hard to make this not work. For this. This is kind of right. This is kind of what we want. We actually want this one to be slightly ahead. I think. How does it look? Two guns coming out of the sides. I think it looks okay. The blue is very saturated on my camera, so it makes everything a little bit harder to look at. Basically, what we need to do here is we just need to come up with a good, quick way to invert studs. If only we were talking about this earlier today on Brick Realms. So this normally we go this way, but if I switch it to somebody different, like this, you go this way. Right. Okay, this is what we're doing. So got a couple brackets. I'm gonna drop into here. And these are gonna give me kind of the connection points I need, I think. No, they're not. Not in this form. What I need to do is I need to move them out in a little bit with some plates. I have to keep things from falling apart here a little bit better. So we now have one of every size of one of our plates except for a pair of them for you. Pop two into there, pop two into here. At this point, I should have just used 2x plates. Or whatever. Pop two into here. We're going to pop two into here. And so now what we've got there, we've got some good inverted studs. We're gonna go across that with a 1x6, 2x6 plate, I think. And that will kind of connect up things the way we want it. This is internal, so I think I could just use a different color. Doesn't really matter. Use dark gray, I think. Or something. I've been tagged. Hello. What's up? Oh, somebody's building while I'm building. That's not okay. They're gonna steal all my clever snot tricks. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna line it up like this. So we're gonna use this connection on the inside here. And putting this together, you gotta put it together in order. So you got the studs on the side. On the inside, kind of here. You've got where did you go? You've got this little pod assembly, and it's gonna have studs on the side up here. And one somewhere. Here we go. We're gonna line these up internally. So there you go. So that forms a good grid to build on. Not a great grid, but a good enough grid for us to build on. It's going to add a little bit more rigidity to the brick build because pulling this trick with the snot, it actually stresses the bricks a little bit. I was surprised to discover, like the brackets are built a little bit long. That's good. That tension will turn into a little bit of stiffness in the build here that will help hold everything together. We're slipped back onto there. So there we go. That's something. It's getting to be a little bit too much blue. I think that might have gotten out of hand a little bit with the blue. Now it's got a wicked underbite to it. So I think that's a little bit off as well. So it's going to take some adjustment. I guess one problem is that I'm going to have to invert the stud again in the front. I'm going to have to find a good way to build around that. This is okay. There, wasn't too bad. Oh, this is at the same height as this. So that's not good. All right, so these plates are too long in here. And that's going to be difficult to adjust because it's built studs up. Or rather, studs not up. So let's see. If I put that guy in there. So this is what I'm using to hold the front canopy on. Then this whole pod assembly that we've been playing with, that's what holds the bottom canopy on. And it sticks out too far, and the canopy it can't find the slopes in the right spots. This whole, what's my pin? No, you have your own account.
I know, but I downloaded something.
Oh, okay. I think Boston Terriers are funny.
You're so cute. I don't like Boston Terriers.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to like Boston Terriers. This is okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay. And let's see if this kind of came out here or not. You know, all we need here are some finger hinges to connect the ends together. I think I've got some, but not a lot. Because those will invert right on the stud. Or maybe like mixel joints would work too. See a good opportunity for us to use these slopes kind of in here. But we're looking at like adopting a shelter dog instead of buying a dog. Because it is cheaper and it is a little bit morally better. So this guy is going to pop into here. And his head's not going to fit because of this whole shell that we built. This is great. He looks great. He looks very comfortable. Not really. What can I do here? What can I do to give you a little bit more headspace, my friend? I can move the nose a little bit forward. We're trying to work out some way to put some blue into this nose, but I haven't put a lot of thought into it. I would just like to break up the top a little bit for the color blocking. So if I pop this into here, if I get some finger hinges, this is the next dog that my wife would like to purchase. This is Dudley. He is a dog.
No, I'm just showing you.
Oh, she's just showing you.
Look at my shoe.
It's very cute. If you think that dog is very cute, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't bother subscribing. I don't run a real channel yet. Anyway. Okay, here we go. Look at this. I got finger hinges that go from blue to gray. Just like this weird transition that we're working on. Going from blue to gray. Ooh. And it's a little bit far. I think I've got to get closer. I think I've got to clean this up a little bit. Okay, so there you go. This is the important thing about these finger hinges is that they let me invert the studs on a plane. Okay. Okay. It's fine. Exactly what I'm doing. I'm a great builder. Hope everyone is enjoying the stream so far. We're still kind of new to streaming. I've never seen a good Legos web stream, so got nobody copied. And I think it's not as fun when people can't talk back to you as they can on Discord. So I might have to switch to a different platform. Make it a little more entertaining. I could set up Zoom meetings. That's what's trending nowadays. Hello. Why aren't you connecting? Are you broken? No. You're fine. There we go. Hello. Pop this guy open. Drop that guy back in. All right, we're almost there. We're almost at the point where we've connected all the bits into the places that they want to be. This guy wanted to be kind of hereish, I think. Whoa. Sorry. Let's see. This is turning very snub-nosed, which would be okay if that's what we were building. So we're gonna have to figure out a little bit more into the nose than what I've got. But let's see. And do you fit wedge? I think what I need to do is I need to give him something to put his feet on. What would be great is a simple bracket part. Yeah. Pretty perfect. So that gives him a place to put his feet. He kind of, oh man, it looks like a coffin. So clearly that's a work in progress. I think he has to be set back a little bit further, and then he'll have room to kind of stick his head up into the other guy's feet space. If I set this guy kind of toward the back of his space, it'll be just fine. Missiles on the nose or antenna. That's probably not what I'm going to do in the end. I'm thinking more like a kind of an intake scoop, but that might be what we have to do. Or just like a nose cannon, like a warthog. If anyone thinks of any good like concept art, good airplanes to copy, this is the place to post them. That would be super helpful, I think. Okay, dude, what's your problem here? Okay, hello. So there you go. So you got two happy guys and then one guy who's stuck with his face in the ground. So one unhappy guy. So we gotta clean that up for that one guy. There's one guy who is a problem. Ruin it for everyone else. So grab some 1x2s. Grab one more. We're just gonna make a little like L thing here. So that sets back the center by a stud. I think that's all I need to get the guy's head up out of the way. Probably should check before I got into the situation. But his head will go right into this pocket where the other guy's feet go. So basically for like a whole mission, this is the worst job. You've got one guy's feet sticking up into your head. You've got any of the targets on the ground that you're trying to shoot. They all can see you. That's life. Gotta do these jobs. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you have to do the jobs. Assuming somebody has to do this job. Okay, perfect. So there you go. So that's how this guy sits in there. Maybe a little bit better lighting up here. And you can see here I work out some stuff to cover his legs. That's not a problem. We still have an okay amount of space to fit like a couple of bombs. I'm thinking maybe these fat boys go quite nice into there. They'll fit. They're a little bit long. For brick wars, you don't want to have these bombs exposed. Yeah, so like a good, like a lot of World War II bombers actually had somebody who had to look at the ground. I forget where I was watching this, but I found a good video of. Oh, I was probably watching like whatever, some war movie, and it's maybe Pearl Harbor. They show it, but basically, there's a guy. He has a little telescope that he like looks at the ground, and he enters in like into this machine, the speed of the airplane, the speed of the wind, the distance to the ground, and then he lines up a target, and that guy decides when and where they drop the bombs. So before there was sort of like you could do things with like lasers and GPS, you had to rely a little bit on a human. You had to rely on a human basically to line up your targets. So I wonder if I can just nudge everything back one plate without giving myself a heart attack. I wonder if this guy would fit in very nicely. It looks like he might. Oh, but this nice guy gets arms into space. Okay, so this fits here. Put another one that'll fit. So that gives a little bit of texture. Basically, we have to build this so that kind of looks like a regular plane from the other side, but it just has some like doors. Just a plane with doors. I want to fit these bombs in there somehow. So I think I gotta set everything back a little bit. They're a little bit long. It kind of works out. There's an extra connection point that we make here successfully. Get this out of the way. We can nudge all of this back to one plate easily. Just checking, see if anyone's trying to talk to me on the internet. Nobody, as usual. All right, this is feeling good. It feels pretty heavy, like physically, which is getting there. I still have this cheese slope there looks out of place, but maybe no, it does. I don't think I've got blue tiles that I can stick into there. Maybe I do. What do I do? Got one, two of them. I was assuming I didn't have blue tiles. I don't have a lot of 1x1 tiles, so sorry for the shot of my legs there. So there you go. So that to get rid of that stud, that goes nicely. So that's sort of those engine pods or wing pods complete. So we're getting very close to kind of done on the top. And we've worked out most of the kinks in placement in the bottom. And now we just have to work out how the mechanism here for these doors, and then that's it. We're golden. I need a couple more things. Some of these round 1x1 plates. These help a little bit to just clean this up. And those are going to pop into there. Ba-ba-ba-dum. It's too tall. So this doesn't need to be very. Right, this doesn't need to be very tall. Oh no, can't have that. We also need a place for that guy to stand. So let's just go for down here and build off screen. That's what we do here on this live stream. We don't show you what's happening. We just talk about it. Okay, so there you go. So that's a Bombay that we're going to work with. I also put in a brick in there to give me a couple clips. I don't know if you can see it too easily, but you can see, maybe if I move this guy out of the way, right in there. I think I can make something good out of that clip. Maybe, maybe not. I wonder if Falk is out there. How's his build going? How's it going? Hey people online, welcome to the stream. We are building with Legos. We're a little bit drunk. We are a lot bit struggling. We don't know what we're doing. We're not very good. Okay, yeah, so bombs in the doors. Looks like I've got room to kind of put another one of these blue slopes in place, like here. Maybe that's all I need in the end. What I'll do is I'll connect it up to some hinges. Maybe some hinges. We'll see. Certainly some plates would work okay. What we're thinking about what will work here. What I kind of am interested in here is to see where I can line up some new studs. I think it looks like it's not going to line up anywhere. Yeah, that'll be a problem. Yeah, it's there. So those studs will actually line up with the same stud set that we built before. It's not going to work. It's not going to line up. So what I was hoping to get was these studs to line up with these studs, and in terms of side alignment, they are, but if you put a brick there, it's not going to line up. It's going to be off by a half a plate. So that's, I don't think hinges can work as well anymore. Could start tapering the blue underside in a bit more. Yeah. I'm getting there. So you can see there's a little bit here. I'm going to try and do some on the sides of this canopy to help kind of cover it up and protect it a little bit with some more wedging in there. At least that is sort of the plan. But really, I got to figure out something to cover these bombs. I got to figure out something to fill in all this gap. It's a little bit messy on the other side as well. I mean, maybe it's okay if they're not perfectly connected. Maybe you could use that. We could use that half up. Do something cool with that. I know there's some very good. There's some really smart builders out there who can use a half plate offset to their advantage, but that's not me. Actually, this might be the right place to start bringing it in a little bit. This is the problem. So I kind of line it up to here. Might be the. It's not pretty. Yeah, a tile would work okay. Plus, it'll be kind of covered by the feature here. Whatever, probably put like a 3-inch or so gun on that. So it'll be hidden a little bit. Partially, the problem here is it's like too much blue. Not enough white. Usually, the white is the more dominant color. The blue is the secondary color. So it almost wants to have like a white stripe going through there, which might be better than what I have now. Oh boy. Okay. All right, we're gonna leave this here for a minute. I gotta take a 5-minute break. Thanks for joining, everybody. I'll be right back. And we're back. Hello. Just checking messages here. Okay, let's see what we've got. Let's see what we can do here. Again, we're trying to figure out these bomb bay doors. We're trying to figure out all the brick shaping that's got to go on here in the front. A lot of interesting but difficult decisions to be made. I think I kind of just need to cover up this guy a little bit. If I want to present studs on that row, it would be very difficult to do, right? I gotta use a brick. Yeah, so this is not the right solution. There's really no way to get those studs to line up properly. We're trying to fool around a little bit with something on the inside here. Maybe that's not necessarily really trying to something. Basically, we've got two clips on the inside. I don't know what we can do with. Ooh, maybe that would work. So these two clips here, I'm kind of thinking what you do. Something with this. These sort of, maybe the bombs clip onto that, and then they can kind of tilt out a little bit for a nice drop. Look how much tilt it's got. Not much. This is not a solid connection here. Maybe that gives us a connection point we can use for the next thing. I mean, it might just be like a good connection point for landing gear, right? Just put a couple of clips onto there. And this just sort of like unfolds out. That gives us a couple of landing feet. I think that looks okay. Interesting. You know, war is dangerous. What can I say? I mean, there's a lot of suspension of disbelief. That guy is in the front. He's getting all the cool wind on his face. So he's doing just fine. He's all right. Let's see here. So I've got a couple of kind of bar and clip bricks that I could use in here. They're not going to be very pretty connections. Not going to be very hidden connections. But at least it might get the juices flowing. Already I can see this is not going to work the way I want it to. It's good. Good. So you can see these don't come together quite right. There's a plate offset in between. So there's a gap in there. I guess what you would do is you would alternate some half plate bricks, and then give it a little bit of teeth. That would be kind of nice. And then these doors open. So, but then up here, the landing gear things that I just built interfere with these that I just built. So that's a problem we're gonna have to fix. We're gonna just make this guy shorter. That doesn't need to be quite so long. Okay. So we're gonna pull out the 1x6 plates that are in there. We're gonna replace them with 1x4 plates, and that'll give us the room we need to build out these hinges. I hope. Kind of do it like that. So this is what we're gonna do. Got this one. Got this one. And I can get this one into here. So here, I guess. And then we gotta do the same for the other side. So that's pull this out, pop this in, and pop. Oh. Uh-oh. Where is it? As usual, we have lost the brick. It's pretty standard part of the procedure at this point. Let's drop those onto there. Cause some damage to bomb. Oh no. Come back. Okay, so here we go. So we got the two main bombs that we want to drop. We've got the two sidewalls that we need. I think I am going to have to change some of this up to add some more white back into all the shape. A little bit annoying. And then now all we need are some doors. So door number 1, door number 2. And it's perfect. It's not very good, but it's what I can do for the now. That's pretty bad. I don't think that's gonna get better the way it is. Needs a really good, like, tight hinge connection. Oh, I have like finger hinges to do it. Maybe I can just get it with like a. It's gonna be such a pain to finish. I gotta kind of rush. I should just rush through this build, finish it up. Just call it a day. All right, so for the time being, I'm just going to call this one solved. It's not right. It's not like a good solution, but it is a solution. So we're just going to kind of take it as it is until I can come up with something that's better. Because there is a lot still to do on this build. Like the doors to be just better in general. It's kind of vague. Whatever. I just gotta make some quick connections here. To kind of let things touch. Yeah, that would help here. If I take this off, I put just like a couple of these on. It'll continue to give me kind of studs in the same direction. So I can start to taper the build down toward the nose. And I mean, it looks bad. It's pretty messy down there. It's pretty slopey. Needs to be cleaned up. Thinking, well, I don't really have any thoughts yet. I just know it's got to be cleaned up. There's a lot here to sort of straighten out. Gotta fill in these big openings in here. Should be pretty straightforward as long as I've got the plates for it. And I've got to replace some of this section with like a nice white appearance stripe. I've got to do something in the nose. I've got to complete these guns. So maybe we'll start with guns. So for the guns, these are going to come out of here. I think it's going to be like a single guy, just kind of one long guy. Maybe he kind of has a bit of a slope leading into him. Just some like details out of it. All right, so something like this, where it's just transitions nice quickly into a single barrel. It's got a little bit of meat on it, and then it goes quickly into like a pole. And then it's got a muzzle. Something just like quick like that. Just so I'm not driving myself crazy here. Something that could be pretty simple. And then probably I need a little bit more texture in sort of the stock of the gun. Nobody's commented for a while. It's either a good sign or a bad one. Hard to say. Maybe it's just like one of these guys. Red. Does need like a little bit of stuff going back. Yes, here. That's not really like as nicely centered. That's okay. So we're adding in a little bit more there. I'll just give it a little spot to work on, maybe like a race slope or something. Just a little bit of meat. All right, an update on those bomb doors. They are falling apart in my hands, so that's not a good sign. We need one more light gray grill. We need something that kind of matches with I wonder if this would be good for something. I should have just been using like wedge plates here. Man, this is chunky. This was not originally going to be so thick. The bottom section there. It's very boaty. I think we've lost our way somewhere. I like the big guns. I like the engines. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. Might be in trouble. Let's see a couple things here. One thing is whether adding a little bit more white into the bottom will help with color blocking. So that's, we're going to start with this. See how that does. I think that helps a little bit. I think the blue is like really rich. It's a very saturated color. I think it's a little bit too much. Have it kind of everywhere. I think pulling it into there is good. I really wanted it to be kind of the same level as the existing stuff. That is like this edge, match it down here. And right now it's sticking out an extra plate. I think that's contributing a little bit to how fat this guy looks. And that might be okay in there. But it's pretty fat. It's really like, how can we thin this out a lot? How can we lose some of the fat? You know what? It was my misguided attempt to match this slope at one point that's led us so far astray from our original vision. Oh, hey, this thing. This is a small distraction. We were just, at one point I was looking for a pair of these little slopes. We're just going to stick them into the cockpit area here. So there you go. That's kind of filled in the gaps around this cockpit. So it sits on something kind of cleanly. Now, into here. I think it's okay that this white stripe sticks out a little bit further than other stuff. It really doesn't tell. Going closer to the I'm getting further from the wind. I'm pushing forward. Stick out a little bit less. What we also need is a pair of both of those parts. No, that was easy to find. Easier to find than I expected. Now we are building skill at the plum. Hello. One of these fellas would be quite nice. Oh, 1x6 plate. Got two of those. I was looking for like dozens of those on different colors, and apparently they are. So we really need some heat for this part of the build. It kind of sticks out. It's really weird. I think I do. No, I suppose it don't. Suppose that goes all the way back, huh? Alright. So we're going to see if we can make do with a couple of 1x4s. As long as we put enough stuff, it'll be fine. We're going to need some like long 1x plates as well. Either like gray or black. They're going to need to be 8s. Or white, rather. So a couple of 1x8 plates. I don't know if anyone can see what's happening. Sorry about that. That's a 6. Hello? You? just in the other bin. So what we've got here, what we're looking at kind of is something that goes like this, and then something that goes like this, right? And then we've got our two 1x4 plates here, and then we're gonna make the final connection here. So that brings everything together. That's like a nice smooth line. I think that works okay. And what we probably need to do is extend that line into the back of things as well, which should be possible. I just don't quite see where I can do it. Yeah, I think it's like if I raise this up a little bit, I can fit in the bricks for that. Now I have to go back. Alright, so something like this in here. It just covers the back section. And these guys can sit on top of it. So there you go. So that white stripe continues kind of through because there's a thing in the way. Yes, that would fit a plate or two, plate and a half. Looks like it would be a plate and a half. Just not that helpful. It's not that easy to achieve. I'm not going to try right now. Oh, that's interesting. Does that look better? That's in there? I feel like something weird happened there. I don't know what it is. So I just got the bricks to mirror that shape on the other side. And you want to really plan this stuff out and do a good job, but sometimes you also try doing some stuff by guesswork sometimes. So, all right. So these guns, let's see where they can go. They attach right here. This is exactly where they were before, and that felt really wide. But on the other side, I reduced it by a plate. They go on here. Now, actually, those studs line up. Nice. They don't line up with each other. I think you could resolve with a plate that goes the other way. This looks like you could. No, that's not right. Yeah, no. So there you go. So that's a little bit closer in. I don't know if this is right. Oh yeah, the difference is pretty significant. Pulling it in a little bit helps quite a lot. Maybe this gun looks okay, I think. Riding right on that line. I think actually now I can kind of go the other way with these wedges. They can kind of taper back toward the grill that I've got in here. So what we have to do is duplicate the work that we just did on this side. On the other side, we have to find a 2x8 blue plate. We have to find a 2x8 white plate. We have to put the plate on. We've got to put this plate, this white on. Pop all of that together. Here we go. And pop the gun on. There we go. Now we got a spaceship. And we've got this one last wedge tile, wedge tile, whatever that goes on there. So I think this is looking okay. And I think what I would love to do here is some spiky ribs. This might be too much texture on the other side here, but we're gonna find out together. Something like that. I think it looks okay. Maybe they should go the other way? Yeah, maybe they should. Oh, we're down to 4 people watching. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you're having fun. It's just me doing a build like we usually do here in the house. And if I did like a slider plate in there, I could get a little bit of that weird, like this is not quite lined up with this. I could get rid of that a little bit, I think. The right shaped. No, you know what? This is starting to look too wide in there again. All right, we're trying not to get past the engines. So let me get rid of some of this. Let's see what we can concoct for those doors again. Yeah, so we gotta solve this problem of the doors. The doors. What?
Nothing.
Did you just say I'm taking too long?
Everything.
What else is there that's taking too long? Downloading MapleStory? You're trying to run MapleStory on that computer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also,
Who do I know that owns a dog? Did you put Amory? Huh? Put down your aunt. This does swoosh really nice. So we're on an okay track. I think maybe these guns are still too big.
not totally happy, not totally satisfied with it. But I guess I did say I was okay with it. This is a really difficult build for a drunk man. This could kind of go in like this. The doors could kind of hang over it, and then maybe this hinges out like this. Maybe that's right. The problem is I can't use those studs in there. Those connections are no good to me. So I've got to get different connections. Or I've just got to skip bay doors altogether, which would be a little disappointing. I did really want doors, bay doors. You might have to do it just to finish the build. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, thinking to myself here. Nobody can actually see my thought process. I'm wondering if I really need some of these pieces here. Yeah, trying to figure out if I really need the doors. Or if the doors are just sort of making things fat. I think at this point I have to concede. Doors are just going to make this fat. I still need this to make the snot connection, but we can make me. That does not spark joy. Those look okay. Do these look okay? I think these would look better if these were just slopes and not compound slopes. But this does leave like a half plate. You know what? I gotta get rid of the half plate in here. There's a lot of. I gotta rebuild that whole section. Getting rid of the half plate will give me a couple of useful opportunities in here. So I've got 5 bricks and 6 plates, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm not using all of them by any stretch of the imagination. these guys are bottom aligned. So that would replace very easily that guy. And I need a plate. Oh, create some spots of trouble. All right, we're just gonna have to try it. So I need a 2x4 blue. So this should create studs that are aligned. I believe it does. So there you go. So that creates studs that are still lined up in this system. So that's going to help a little bit. Then I have to still create a place where this guy's feet go. I guess I could just use his butt studs. Connect into those. I don't know if that's very comfortable for a Lego man. How did this work before? Oh, this is in the right spot. So that's there. Now he goes up into there, connected by his butt. These two slips kind of go into here. I've got 1, 2, 3. I have the 6 plates that I needed. This is one of the plates. We'll have to go up by 2 plates. Got blue 1x2s. Okay. We're trying to hide the black a little bit. Can't believe we still got 4 people watching. Feels like an achievement. They may just be my friends. It's okay too. All right, so that holds up okay. That still maintains pretty good alignment slopes. It still gives my boy a good view out the outside. And importantly, that pulls sort of the whole side panel into system or into grid with kind of some of the other parts that we've got. So I can do stuff like this. Apparently I can't do that. I can do something like this. Yeah, so you get a good view there of what we're trying to accomplish with some of these slopes. Hoping this will make things a little bit smoother, a little bit smaller. That will help out with just sort of the overall look of the ship. And then we've got a couple of studs pointing up in here that might be useful. I might be able to put some hinges on there. Actually, then I can have bomb doors. We may have cracked the code, guys. Thank you for your help. Your presence here was instrumental in solving this problem. This is a solution here. This is a real deal. Yeah, this is gonna work. This will work. We need these guys again. There's more of them. Okay, and I need some plates to slip under that to just reinforce them. These can be any color because they're underneath. I know there's a lot of white ones that don't like gray ones. Yeah. So that'll pop into there. This will pop into here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slip those down into these pockets here, and we're going to be able to create the same bar connections that we've got on the other side in there. That will everything's falling apart. I think that will give us what I need to give me what I need to connect the bomb doors that I've been struggling with all night. That's good news for my wife. We're almost done. If I can do that. That guy goes in there. There's all that stuff I just lost. That guy. That goes in here. Kind of needs to be the parts for that. Oh, I could just pull a little fast one in here. All right, that's not too ugly. It's only a little bit ugly. I bet I could fit a boat plate into there. Let's see. So we're trying to build out the sidewall a little bit. This guy, I goes here. And I think, to help connect everything together from front to back. Right now, everything is loose. Right, so this piece is not connected to this piece. So to do that, I think these boat studs will work. I think they've got just like flat enough corners that they could tuck in and not ruin everything. And if that doesn't work right, I can make an adjustment to the plates I've got in here, which would actually be easier. I'm gonna do that anyway. Instead of this 2x6 in here, I'm gonna get rid of this and replace it with a 2x4. That will help significantly with just sort of fitting everything in. Oh man, it feels like I'm taking everything apart here to put it all back together. You can see everything is starting to fall off. This is necessary. This is necessary pains to get where we want to be on this build. Pop those engines back in. Put those engines back in where they belong. Put it all the way back there. Does it look weird? Yeah. Fortunately, that didn't. It's like one thing that didn't work out quite right. The alignment there. And then I've got all of the pieces here in my hands. I have to snap back in. Okay, everything's fine. Here's my boat studs that I was looking for. I'm hoping we'll fit into there. Looks like I lost one. Oh, there it is. Here's the other one. So those help tie the front and the back together. This guy is going to slip right into there. There you go. So that's a good connection from the top to the bottom. Decent connection from the front to the back. And of course, totally the wrong wedge set there. We're not getting a good tapering look. There you go. So that is the starboard side. We flip on over to the port side. Assemble everything together. Hey, there we go. That's not too bad. That's not too shabby. So that's the overall shape so far. And I think this nose is still throwing stuff off a little bit. We're gonna have to clean that up. We're gonna have to basically get rid of it. But overall, we're not doing too badly. So the next thing to figure out is really so much to figure out. All right, next thing to figure out are these notorious Bombay doors. So we've got bar connections now that we can use, and that might save our butts here. So we can throw a bunch of clips in there. And they're gonna rest a little bit on the bombs themselves. Oh, that's not good. Not that good. So I forgot that these things are here. So we lost a bit of our connection, but I think that's okay. You see it's just sort of half on the bar there. I think we'll be fine. And then all we need is a little bit of luck here to connect from front to back. And this is a good clean 6 studs. So we got some good clean 6x2x6 plates left over from cleaning things up in the inside there. And you see there's a bit of a gap, but we can fill that somehow. We're gonna fill it. I think what I want to do was sliders. I'm not sure if it's a little cool or not. But I was kind of thinking, kind of cool. This might look dumb. It might also just be too short. Oh yeah, it's too short. So we're just gonna bridge the gap with these sliders, which are basically they're like 1.5 plates. You can see that bridges the gap pretty easily. And it just makes the whole thing like space tight, so to speak. Oh, that's not good either. Hold on. Everything is a mess here. Everything is wrong.
These bombs stick out way into the front. So if I don't cover the front of the bombs, they'll still be exposed. Somebody has made a mistake. There's still streamers. Stop it. Stop watching me. I'm failing. All right, so there you go. So now I've got longer slider plates in there, so they cover everything up. And I can't fit another 2x2 in here, but I can fit. There's a couple of different like options I've got to fit something, just something blue, something at all. And I got a couple options to fill in something in the back. There's this hole here, so I'm just gonna slip something pretty simple into there. Yeah. This is okay. This isn't too bad. This is better than where we were this morning, which is a good amount. Not the happiest of places this morning. And unfortunately, I don't have a lot of good blue tiles, so this is going to be super steady in here as well. So there you go. So there's my bomb bay doors. And this looks okay. I think it looks good. And they open up nice. Let's see. Am I lying? I am. Here we go. Keep losing your connections there. So they open up, and you can drop your bombs. We have finally accomplished the thing that was preventing this whole build from coming together at all. And that does look a little messy, but we're just going to have to live with it. So in the front, we're just going to make a little bit of a transition from that to the canopy. And, oh, I don't think I've got those. What would be probably good right here is a slope that's only 2 plates tall. I wonder if just a white patch would look okay, because I've got the slopes in white. It might. Not sure that's crazy. Get the right shapes. Just worry about the colors later. Did you successfully download MapleStory? No? So there we go. So that covers most of it. MapleStory is huge. And then I think I almost want like maybe this would be good. What angle is that? It's not quite the cheese slope angle. So I've got like a gap in there to fill. Not sure if I've done this the best way I can. Oh, you can't see what I'm working on here. Sorry. Hold on. Smidge here. I get things lined up again. Stuff is falling out of place here. Okay, I go there. This is gonna go here. We're gonna do a little bit of like double snottery
gonna slip some cheese slips into there, fill that gap. A little bit. And I think I've got 2 paper towels lying around, but I know I've got them in white. Oh man, you know I got it. Yeah, if I was smart, I would have figured out how to put landing gear there. I would have given a lot of points for that. Blarney Build. I don't think it's late. Probably. I really just want to get the bit stuck. No! It just smushed right back in. Okay, so there you go. So it's got a big white patch on the bottom on its belly, but it's okay. Not terrible. A lot of things are just okay today. Just get this done. I need like some white. It's not good. So I'm thinking to continue the stripe in here, I just need like a white brick, but I don't have any. I don't have a lot. I don't have anything that's quite that long. Except for okay, so I'm having to make do in here with a bunch of just shorter bricks for what I want. Now I've got to, geez. I've got to pull this guy out to there. Maybe pop him out of his hinges. Best way to do this. Put these guys off. Put that off. Put these off. Well, I need a 4x6 brick. Replace the 4x6 wedge, double wedge that I had in there. Looks like I just don't have that in light gray, which is what I wanted to do it in. I have this one. I have this version. Might be okay. Yeah, that's okay. Kind of works. Well, I could do something interesting in there with the nose. There you go. You can see where his head sticks out right at his feet. That's pretty fun. Okay, that's not too shabby. Just gotta put back everything I broke here. Looks like I could not. Oh, tagged. Forsooth. Whatever is it? Still going. Is that a whole brick? That is indeed a whole brick. So we didn't screw up, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. We did screw up by not putting these little wedges in there. Important slips. What's up there? What's up there? Jeez. Crap. And then, what's like the biggest blue brick that I've got? Could use like an 8, I think. Collection right now only goes up to like 6. I'm a lot less drunk tonight than I was the last time. My wife cut me off early. But look, for this build, on average, I was definitely smashed. I have a new person to entertain. Look, I've got just a little bit of beer left. Welcome, new person. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not good. That is fine. All right, so blue brick pops right into there. is a lot of just like really close overlapped. Oh, can you not hear me over my own bin? That is the charm of Lego streaming. Yeah, this is very tight, but this is much tighter than a lot of other stuff I've built. It's really solid. I wonder how that happened to me. Oh, hey, you can check this out. I got Bombay doors that work. Something else just fell off it, but that works. Oh, that would be cool. So what I'm thinking about right now is loading up sort of this channel in here with some of the smaller bombs I've got. What happened? Oh, you closed the computer? There you go. And I just gotta put a little bit of a slip into there to make it work. I think it can be pretty subtle. Oh my god. Really thought it'd be like a 1x4 slope, or 2x4 slope. Great. Yes. So we'll replace. So basically, what we're doing here is we're creating a little ramp that bombs can roll down. That's for like a smaller size bomb. Maybe these guys that I worked out. The other have been sitting around for a long time in my collection. Not sure how you would load them easily. Kind of need to create some good pathways throughout the spaceship for that. A little bit of trouble. I think really what I gotta worry about is putting a door on it. We've gone from having a Bombay door to needing another one. I think if I just fatten up things here, still look okay. Still looks okay. A little blockier. And it lines up with something here that's not that nice. Yeah. These studs line up with these studs in here. Kind of in an unfortunate way. Not really like a dumb way, just it's all very squared off in the back. Oh, hold on. Goofed something here. Oh, no. Never mind, I can't fix it. These studs in here on these slopes are interfering with the canopy, but I can't switch it out for the inverted version of the slope because there's studs that stick out that hold a different thing up. I don't want to go all the way back inside to try and fix that right now. So I'm just gonna have to live with that weird bit of interference. So you can see there's a gap in there. That's not. I just can't feel it. Holy cow. This thing is thick. There's no sleek interceptor. Actually, I wonder if I should even have these back. So kind of having like tail fins in the back would almost look ridiculous. Oh, having fins on this ship though, that might look cool. Let's I had two that were lying around somewhere. I don't know where they are now. I have at least two. What about a white one? Okay, this is done. Yeah, I guess I don't have them. I was thinking of doing like tail wings like this, but I think that's, again, that's a little bit too much. I think the bull nose that I was going to do might be kind of dumb looking. It's okay. It's all right. Not too bad. What do I need in there? I kind of need like a little grill or something. And then once again, those 2x2 posts. I don't have it in blue. So what can I kind of make do with here? Not this. We're gonna use just some silver grill tiles in some of these spaces here. Got a couple different pieces I can just sort of throw in. Finish things up here. I think maybe just like some cheese slips might work well for what I want. With the just give me a little bit of shape to the nose. There you go. So some grills there. Goes nicely with the grill in there. And really we're trying to get blue into the nose. like I had two of those. But not. Blue cheese slopes, something else I have very few of. To get a couple plates into there, boost it up. And some tile, some blue tile. Something on it. There we are. Great. This is now the number 2 bomber. Not the number 1 bomber. Just start some more crap inside the insides here. Oh, no. Why? You've forsaken me. All right, we're on the home stretch now. Just sort of finding the last bits and bobs we need to make this kind of come together. Right. So here you go. So here's some now landing feet that definitely won't be able to support the weight of this spaceship on their own. There's some good useless landing feet. This will fold up into there. Now all I need is another bomb door. This has really been build about bomb bay doors. Trust me. Really? Really? I got enough here. Bad solution. Oh, that looks dumb. Let's do a circle tile. Which we had lots of. They were everywhere. I got all these circle tiles in a checker set. I've got a whole bunch of round red circles and round blue circles. Blue circle tiles and red circle tiles. Okay, so that's the underset. It's kind of messy with the bomb doors and stuff, but it looks okay. It almost looks like a shuttle, which is okay. That's kind of what we want. There's the back with the 3 engines that we wanted. Here's the front. We got a bit of a bullnose to it. This is definitely not the build that we wanted to do originally, but it's okay enough, I think. Add in those yellow highlights. Yellow one with that. That line up the way I thought. Not that nicely. Not that nice. All the left ones and none of the right ones. I had it before and I threw it out. Nickel headed me. I hate one of those pins. It looks dumb. I guess it doesn't. Don't know that I actually have one. Let's plate. Why have you forsaken me? I think this that looks a little too anime. Looks like a little too standard. Too bad. Let's go borrow one from a different build. Almost. You don't have to stay up with me. We'll see. Are you just frustrated that things not working? Hmm. No, actually, just need 1x1 plates. Okay. It's a little bit easier. For those guys. Okay. This is okay. This is what we've got. We're gonna just slip a couple of details in to just clean things up. Looking for a 1x2 gray tile. Does such a thing exist? Apparently not. Yeah, so this tail is kind of incomplete looking. This is a little bit less drunk. Yep. We're almost done here. We gotta turn in the tail here. So let's just give you guys a quick turn around to the build. Try to improve the lighting here. Get a little bit of the underside. And I feel like it's not a winner this year. In previous years, I definitely felt better about the stuff I built. Still okay, but it's really just like a rough draft of a build. You can definitely see it. It's definitely like just too blocky. It's got a lot of ugly edges and corners to it. Yeah, I think these tails kind of, they're on the other builds, but they're doesn't look right with this on there, so pop those off. Place it with something a little shorter. Maybe nothing at all. I gotta put something in there. I think I've got 3x3 wedge plates in gray. Do I? There we go. got one. It usually means I've got two. But this is always mean I've got two. A lot of the pieces I want to do. There. Pretty figure out. Looks like I might not have two of these. It's okay. I think I could just make do with a power tip slope. So this is what we'll use instead of the 3x3 wedges. Throw those in there. And it's got a very flat back. Very flat. A very stubby front. Very small, tight nose. Started okay on the top. Bottom is where we lost our way. Very fat. It's a little too boaty. But that's, I think, it. I think this is where we have to call it. Before people get too annoyed. All right, so thanks for watching, everybody. We're going to sign off now. Special thank you if you were here all night with us. This was my drunken build.